Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson at the Raw Life Health Show. We yet have another old-time friend here who's not old, but he's I know him for a long time. Frederic Patenaude, and here he is.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up
Hi,
there,
Paul.
Fred? How you doing? Long time no
Pretty good.
see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Fred, hold up your book there, Raw Secrets.
All right, Raw Secrets.
I met Fred a long time ago, way before this book, but then he came out with this book, and I really love it because a lot of raw fooders out there are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, or some of them are talking about it, but many aren't. But Fred exposed many of them in this book, so I like him because he exposed this. So that's a good thing. So what are you up to now? Because I know you're learning more, you're always evolving, if that's what we can call it. Or what are you up to now?
Well, what I'm up to, I'm training more myself, like improving my fitness and trying to find what's missing in the raw food world. And then what I found what's missing is very simple recipes that people can make easily, without using high quantities of fat and oils and stuff like that. So you're just using fruits and vegetables and greens. How can you combine that all together? So we created this low-fat raw vegan DVDs, and that's new. And this just came out, and there's not many like this, so that's what I've been working on, Bob.
Yes, I know a big problem with the raw food recipes is many of them have heavy nuts and a lot of miscombined foods. So that's great that you've got that out. But I know, Fred, you get out there, you get the word out there. So tell us, what do you think the big controversies here are in the raw foods movement today that you really think people shouldn't really are getting confused about?
I think there's a lot of controversy. I mean, one main thing is just the idea that, the raw food diet is a diet of fruits and vegetables, and I think people tend to forget that and always go for, like the latest, like, superfood and prepackaged food, and some of them are good, but it's like, let's not forget that this is a diet of fruits and vegetables, so that's what we should be eating. And so I think that's been one bit of controversy that
I agree with you 1,000%. The real superfoods are the foods that you can put in the ground and they grow into more food, not the foods in the bag, container, box, can, and bottle.
Yeah.
So that's great. So what else? What about what else you want to talk about here?
Depends on
I
what
can
you
tell you
wanna
it's
talk
been a
about.
long time. Your English has improved.
Well, thank you.
All right, great. Yeah.
Well, there's also, the issue with fruit. I mean, that's always been the big controversy in the raw food, and like how much fruit you eat. And I tell people, eat as much fruit as you want to maintain your energy levels. What is too much, So, like someone like training, being fit, will need more than someone who's sedentary. So I think the best way to evaluate that is look at how hungry are you. Can you eat a meal and then last for several hours without thinking about food? If you do, then you've probably eaten enough. And eating too much would be just eating so that you feel uncomfortable after a meal, or you have a bad night's sleeping that you probably overate. So, but I would find that very difficult to do with fruit, personally. I eat about 2,500 calories of fruit a day, so that's like let's say 3 meals of fruit. And it depends, it depends. I eat less like when I'm traveling and I'm busy, and more when I'm at home and training. So I can eat a meal of 10 bananas or of an entire watermelon. I would say like overeating is going beyond the needs of the body, and I think we can agree that we have a need for energy, and calories are a way to measure energy. So let's say a person needs 2,000 calories a day. Well, there's many ways to obtain that, and I think people will do that in different ways. So 20 bananas in a day, if that's the only thing you eat, is not overeating if you're burning that amount of calories. But if you're eating that combined with other things, combined with nuts, combined with oils, and then obviously that would be too much. Like that combination, that overall diet would be overeating. So overeating is just going beyond the needs of the body, and you can evaluate that quickly by you eat a meal. Can you last for 4 or 5 hours without eating? Without being uncomfortable and feeling great. If you didn't overeat. You just ate what your body needed. If you feel like you need more or you're craving something, then you didn't eat enough, and then in that case, eating more wouldn't be overeating if you're eating the right food.
And no two people agree on everything, but me and you can definitely agree. And it's important for the raw food world to understand that, first of all, relationships override food.
Yes.
You don't have to agree on everything, but we can still be friends. But we definitely agree that, if it comes in a bag, container, box, bottle, or can,
Exactly.
it's not a real superfood. The real superfoods are
Get your
the whole
foods from
fruit,
nature, exactly.
And tell us, what do you think about? You want to name any of these really before we leave? Give me like your top 3 things you would caution people about in the raw food world, of things that are being sold commonly that you know aren't
that
really
are
good.
being sold commonly. Cacao being, probably a top one.
What do you think about that?
Just it's not a food; it's a stimulant. It can make you sick, essentially.
I agree. What's your next one?
Yeah, bottles of oils in general, like just buying bottles of oils and pouring it on everything, thinking it's going to be good for you. And I don't really have the number 3 that really stands to mind, but just packaged things in general.
Do you like agave nectar?
I'm not a big fan. I might use a little bit, but
Can somebody overdo that?
Yes, definitely. High fructose,
Oh yeah, high fructose. There
Refined.
you
It's a refined food.
go. I got you.
Yeah.
But definitely, Fred. Well, Fred, it's so great to see you again, man.
Yeah, good to see you too.
How about this one? Every day I have a question of the day.
Yeah.
What's your question of the day for my viewers?
To ask to you or your viewers?
All my viewers, and my
Okay.
viewers will respond.
Well, is the raw food diet working for you? Like, are you able to maintain it, and do you get the results that you want, or are you, perfectly fine with your program and your?
Is wealth good for your health? This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life.